If you're wondering what's going on behind me, this is a Holiday Inn in Atlanta. So I'm just staying here for the time being while I look for a house or an apartment. Any suggestions? Preferably nearby the stadium would be fantastic. We fixed the case of the missing player, just in case you've commented why I was being so stupid in the last video. I'm recording this straight after the last video, so that's why I haven't remarked. But I found him, so that's good. Let's get into it. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 5 of the MLS adventure. Welcome back, Zach Steffen. So, the case of the missing goalkeeper, I don't know what happened. I have no clue. It's been about 3 weeks since you were last with us, and I searched for him a few days ago just to see what was going on, because last time we did, he was still at the club, but not. He was just sitting there as a free agent, so we just re-signed him. He didn't seem to be bothered about the fact that we lost him. Maybe he didn't get on the bus on an away game or something. Maybe we just lost him in a different city or something like that. Right, we played a bunch of games we've got to catch you up on. So after the heroic 5-1 win over the Man City Rejects, we beat them 2-1 again in the away leg. Juan and Jeff getting the goals. Jeff is a goal-scoring monstrous midfielder. He scored one from 25 yards, one from 20 yards. He does like a long-range ping. We then beat Toronto away from home 4-1. Jeff, Jacob Peterson and Wayne Rooney with a brace. Lovely. So I was thinking, Jesus, this MLS shit's easy. And then we got beaten 2-0 by Chicago. That one's for you, Gendo. All right, you can have that. We did have a man sent off, but to be fair, they were already better than us and scored anyway before we had man sent off. So, fun times, 2 penalties. Great. Then we played the New England Revolution, and drew with them 1-1. Decent performance, should have won it. Jeff with the only goal. Then we played DC United away from home, 2-1. Darth Vader, that's that guy. What's his name? This one, Julio Cesar Sepulveda. So he's just called Darth Vader. It's a lot easier for all of us, and we can make Star Wars jokes. And Wayne Rooney, and then we beat Philadelphia 1-0. Wayne Rooney with a goal, because I thought, we're playing them twice again, because we seem to like doing that home and away leg. Oh, no. MLS logic, we're playing them twice at home. Saves them having to travel back, I guess. I know America's big, so maybe that's why they do it, but that seems bizarre, playing the same team at home twice in a row in the league. But yes, fine. We are top of the league, level with Chicago. We seem to be by far the best teams in the league. Toronto don't seem to be doing as well as people hope. I know in real life, Atlanta, I think they're 4th in the league. And the conference, whatever the fuck Americans call it. So they're doing all right in real life. But and this is the MLS Supporters Shield, which is all the games combined, who's winning. Nobody gives a shit about this, apparently, I was told in the comments. So I will give less of a shit about it. But let's get on with today's game. Philadelphia, and then we're playing Montreal Impact, who are supposedly a decent team as well. How are they doing? Shite. They're doing shite. We're playing Wayne Rooney up front, 5 in 6. For the legend. I don't want to say legend. Villalba's back. He had a minor knock. We had some international duty, which was fun. All 3 of our best players just fucked off. I even got the option at one point to postpone a game, because it said 6 of your players, including my 3 best ones, are away on international duty. Would you like to postpone it? I was like, yes, please, thank you. But then the next game, 3 of them were still away on international duty. So, genius. It's fun times. But everybody's playing well, apart from the Canadian David Edgar. You can't trust a Canadian. Am I right, my American friends? Oh, it's topical, isn't it? I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. Banter. Right, let's go. Let's do this. We continue the good form. Rooney's playing well. Jeff's out injured, unfortunately. He's out for 9 days with a twisted ankle. Manitas played 1 game and then got injured with a sprained ankle for 4 weeks. So good times. Yeah, we lost Kenwyne Jones because he came back from... Because we put him on the disabled list while he was injured by mistake. He came back from injury, and then I had to register him, but then he counts as an international, and I've used up all my international slots. And to be honest, he was on quite a high wage, and we don't need him with Wayne Rooney up front now. He's never going to get ahead of Wayne Rooney. We've got a couple of other good strikers anyway, so I was quite happy to just let it go. Right, here we go. Let's do this. We've already beaten them once 2 days ago. Let's do it again, please. Perez is proving to be a very good centre-back. We've got a decent first squad. It lacks a little bit of strength in depth, and that's mainly my fault due to us having too many international players and then losing someone. Okay, interesting shot. Yeah, so it's a little bit on that. We need to get some more homegrown talent. I think that's what I'm going to struggle with, because trading just seems like a massive ball ache to do. Plus, any decent player that's found in the MLS, I'm like, oh god, that's going to be a nightmare to do. So I've tried a few. I'll keep trying to get some trading done, but it's proving to be a bit of a bitch. So we're sort of mainly relying, hopefully, on the draft, have some good drafts. So I might, if we can do some trades, even if I can't swap players, what I might try to do is almost purely rely on the draft system by trading some... Oh, unlucky Darth Vader. Trying to trade some of my players for higher round picks. I almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about then. So I can do that. So... I really did enjoy the actual draft itself was really good fun. I've always kind of admired... I sort of semi-follow American football, and I've always kind of admired the way the system is set up there. I don't think it quite works for soccer, but I think it could do with some little changes. But I love the way the school system is set up, because if you look at football... I'm not suggesting that American footballers are all super intelligent in any way, shape or form, sports in general, but... In any European country and stuff like that, if you're picked up as a good youngster, you're 9, 10 years old. That's how early nowadays these big teams are finding these youngsters. That's a lovely ball to Victor. Can he fire it across to the back post? 2 players there. Darth Vader with his third of the season. Second. They're sort of scouted when they're 9. And they'll start going to the clubs and training with them. They'll get contracted when they're 9, 10 years old. And they'll get put through school... but it's never talked about. You don't have to graduate. You don't have to get certain results and stuff like that. I love the way the American system works, where it says, look, great, you want to be a sportsman, well, you're going to have to still do your schoolwork. I don't know to what level that is, but I know you have to graduate, I'm pretty sure, and win scholarships and all that sort of system. And I like the way they've tried. I don't know how... an expert might tell me that's all a bunch of bullshit. But from the outside, it just looks a better way of doing it. And I do like the idea of a draft pick. I don't like the idea of teams being able to, having no good teams. Because, obviously, the shittest team then gets first pick, and therefore... it kind of tries to level the playing field. I don't mind there being good teams and it's Darth Vader, get in there. I don't mind there being good teams in football in England. I don't mind Man United having money, because it's quite fun trying to battle back. And when you see a team like Leicester, who won the Premier League the year before last, was amazing. Because you don't really get that in America, because the teams are much closer skill-wise. I kind of like, because the possibilities of those big upsets and games like that. I love relegation and promotion. Relegation, I think, is hugely important. Someone said it in the comments about how no relegation is a good thing. I totally disagree on that front, because relegation is so interesting, because even near the end of a season, the bottom 5, 6 teams... that could still get relegated, still have something to play for, whereas they really don't if there's no relegation. There's just lots of... if first place plays the team third from bottom, they're not going to give a shit if they get beaten. But whereas it's desperate for that team, and you get some amazingly exciting games. But obviously that it helps, because we have a whole tier system, like the Championship, which is the second league in England, is still one of the richest leagues in Europe. So even if you get relegated, you don't instantly go out of business because you're not on TV anymore. It's a drop, but it's still a decent chunk of money, and there's really good teams. But yeah, I'll just, sharing my thoughts on the whole system. But I love that I could happily see in England a draft system. Not full bore draft system, but some sort of draft system for kids coming through rather than being sort of stolen at the age of 9, 10 or whatever it is at the moment, which is kind of weird because look, you see how stupid footballers, like, you can tell they've not studied a day in their life, like, ever. And so even have a basic, because you see all the big players and the well-known players earning millions and stuff, but there's so many tens of thousands of players that were a good 10-year-old and got picked up by a club, never made it, and dropped out, retired, or played part-time, or when they're sort of 20, but they've got no backup because they didn't bother with school, they didn't try, there's no college degree or anything like that, so they struggle. Oh, unlucky, Darthy. So I think that would be quite cool. But, I think there'd be an uproar if they brought in some sort of draft system. Right. It's 2-0 up. It's kind of a cruise, this one. The old Phillies. Philadelphia. No, it's not Eagles, is it? That's football. American football. Philadelphia. What am I going to call them? Cheeseheads. No, that's somebody else in American football, isn't it? Isn't it? Who's the ones that wear the cheese? I was going to say Green Day, but it's going horribly wrong, isn't it? Green Bay Packers, are they the cheesehead? I can't remember. Who wears the cheeseheads? I never thought I'd be having this discussion with myself on a YouTube video. Who wears the cheeseheads? If you don't know American football at all, you're going to be wondering what the fuck are you on about wearing cheese on your head? It's like a cheese-shaped hat because they're famous for cheese. Not that famous, obviously, because I can't remember where it comes from, but semi-famous. That's a tackle from behind, isn't it? Yarrow? Right, how's the fitness levels doing? Barreto on a yellow could come off. We can bring on Bloom for Barreto and then swap him over with old Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's been solid as we expected. Do we bring on Wayne Rooney for 2-0 up? I think we can. We've got a good backup in Juan. I've got a bunch of tutoring going on as well because I discovered that you can tutor players at the academy, even though you have to loan them. You can still tutor them. So, getting all my tutors. Oh, Victor, that is a bullet finish, my friend. 4th of the season for the Brazilian magician. He's like a better Coutinho. Okay, a slightly worse Coutinho. Level with Coutinho. If only. I'm trying to work out, like, at the moment, players that are getting old that I could possibly sign as our designated player. Because I don't want to keep anyone, like, I like the two guys we've got, the two main guys, Almiron and not Jeff, the other one. Who's the other one? I forgot his fucking name. We're going to get slaughtered now by the fans. Juan, is it Juan? I think it's Juan, isn't it? Yeah, it is Juan. I want to keep those around for a long time because they're both good, they're both young. But I think, Wayne Rooney's not going to last for that long. Oh, he's been sent off. Wayne Rooney's not going to last for that long, so I think, maybe this season, maybe one more. Cheeky can't concentrate, can't go wrong. And thank you to whoever ordered a T-shirt after yesterday's video. I've got no idea if anybody did because I'm recording this straight after. I'm just, hoping somebody did. Go on, Juan. Go on, Juan. Oh, I like saying Juan. Right. It's Blakey from On the Buses. My God, that's an old school reference. I'm too young to watch On the Buses, and if you're American, you think it was an old TV show. Right, 3-0, job done, moving on, kicking ass, taking names, really good amount of goals. Defence is pretty good. Chicago just got a rock solid defence, but they're not quite scoring as many as us. Right, on to Montreal Impact. What a great name. Oh, no, wait. Let's look at who Philadelphia are. Philadelphia Union. Well, I'm never going to guess that if you gave me unlimited guesses. Why is it just a normal name? I was expecting some fireballs. Some over-the-top American name. Right. 2 goals for Darth Vader. no, okay, he's out. Okay, that's fine. It's who is the other one? It's Juan. No, it's not Juan, is it? That's the guy we got in. Who's our other? I've lost me marbles. Oh, it's them two. Almiron and Villalba. Right, there we go. Right, on to the next game. Right, here we go. I just did Google search it. The Cheeseheads are the Green Bay Packers. I got there. I took a diversion to Green Day, but I got to Green Bay Packers eventually. Right, this is fine because we go Arnold and then we go Bloom because I did promise him a bit more game time. So there you go, mate. You got one more game. Enjoy. Do we think about resting Rooney? I don't want to kill him off. We could, because Juan is doing a marvellous job, although his ratings have actually been dog shit. I'll change my mind. So is Rooney's. He scored 5 goals in 7 games and he's got a rating of 6.76. Seems a tad harsh, I feel. Right, we'll go Juan. You can't play as a complete forward, but that's how you're playing, mate. All right. Most low-level players can't play as a complete forward. It's quite a hard-to-find role, especially if you're playing like in lower leagues and stuff. Okay. Pick up where you left off. Job done. We are cruising along here. I'm quite surprised. What's their top team? Dallas, 19 points. Seattle Sounders. Portland Timbers. Real Salt Lake. Colorado Rapids. Los Angeles Galaxy. Orlando Pirates. Is it Pirates? No. City. Okay, they've got a normal. I don't know what. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a mistake. Columbus Crew. I'm learning, people. New York Red Bull, obviously, because of the big, giant Red Bull sign. Okay, that's... Keeper's not even put an arm out there. He's just run at him. It's interesting. Interesting technique. I'm going to run outside my box, but not actually attempt to stop the ball or the person in any way. Just going to try and spook him. I think maybe that was what he was going for. Okay. Come on, they're not even very good. They've only got 10 points this season. Almiron's been booked. He's not set the world alight. I've got to say. Old Almiron. Okay. No highlights. I'll just drink my tea then, shall I? Need another centre-back. I think if I could have one position, I'd have another starting centre-back. Perez is done a fine job. David Edgar, not so much. And then the other ones are worse than him. So, right, 1-0 down. I'm going to go full aggressive. There we go. Maybe, okay, Rooney's back on. Rooney is back. We're going attacking. I'm going to yell at them some random thing. Push forward! Grr. Let's see how that works, people. We're so dominating this match as well, but we're not creating any good chance. 1/2 chance. Come on, boys. Create. Let's see a highlight. Something. Throw us a bone. Is this it? Nick it back. Nick it. Not Nickelback. Nick it back. Nick is steel for our American viewers. Oh, no. Right. Okay, brush it off. Okay. I'm not sure if we've got the players to do this because I just made the subs. Yes, we sort of can. We can go. Yeah. Yes. Bosh. You can be a box-to-box. It's not ideal, but you can go in your favourite role as a shadow striker. See if we can nick a goal. This was the main plan for Darth Vader, was to come on and be that attacking midfielder when we needed one, and fill in as advanced playmaker for Jeff. Anything? Not made a fucking bit of difference, has it? Oh, man, this is quite a painful game. We have 12 shots on target, to be fair. Goalkeeper's like a bloody ninja. One highlight? No, nothing. Well, that was awful. See, I got overconfident again. All right, 2 seconds left. Corner? Oh, come on, give us a corner. It was deflected off, you bastard referee. I'm going to go full aggressive for this. Villalba played quite bad. Nobody really played awful there. I mean, hopefully it was just a freakish result. We'll put that down. We were unlucky. I slammed the team into their faces into a wall. That's what I would have done if I could. But that's not an option, sadly. We're scouting a bunch of players. Just for a little tip for anyone trying... I know a bunch of you are trying out the MLS. Because I struggled with this the first time. So on your player search... You can choose to see the players declared for the forthcoming MLS draft, and you can literally just make sure you get them all scouted. Obviously, there's no super draft at the moment. I don't even know when... Is there like a... Okay, it's a question for you. Is there like a mid-season break where there's a transfer window? Or do you just hit... no, that's a week... Doesn't seem to be. Is there no other transfer window for the rest of the season? Is that just it? Once you've got your guys, you're off. I'd like to know that, because that would be quite helpful. We've got the US Cup, 4th round. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. See you next time. Bye-bye. That's a salute, not a Hitler thing. Just in case you're wondering.